why not to sit on the sofa, and how to put theory into life-changing action. Hello, Will Perry here. How you doing? Welcome to another Keeping the Conversation Alive video. I hope you're well. I hope you had a nice weekend if you're watching this via the emails. If not, subscribe. You'll find the link around here if you are subscribed. I hope you had a good weekend. Hope the kids had a happy Halloween. Hope you didn't get blustered away. If you, excuse me, here in the UK. If you're watching it another time, we've just had Halloween. So I hope you're well. So what's this? Why not to sit on the sofa? It's about comfort zones. Comfort zones. So our minds play tricks on us. Okay, you probably know that in lots of different ways. You know, the subconscious patterns. This is the sort of stuff I talk about. But our minds play tricks on us, and we think we understand something. We think we've got something. We think, you know, if you've been working on your business, your relationships, your with your kids, or you know, any aspect of life, and you're putting something theory into action. You're doing something you think you understand, and you're about to do it. You think, yeah, I've got this. I've got this. Yeah. But then you realise, yeah, it's like, holy moly, I've not got this. Something goes wrong. You back out. Something it doesn't happen the way you thought it would be. It would, and what's going on? What's it's that at that point that we realise we've got stuff in here which is theoretical, and I love the word theoretical because theoretically, imagine. Theoretical means literally not real. You know, imagined. So we have this imagined outcome, but when we start to put things into action, it doesn't quite fall into place like that, and something goes wrong, and then we get withdrawn, and it's like, oh God, I don't think I can do that. In my case, for example, in my business, I've spent years going through this same pattern. I'll try this. Oh, this is what I need to do. Woo, this is it. This is going to work. This is going to work. Do all the preparation for it, get all the systems and structure in place, but then don't go and tell people about it because I go, oh no, I haven't got an advert budget, for example, or it's not going to work. It's not going to work because that's when the negative belief, the mother of all belief, kicks in my subconscious. I don't realise it, and it's like, holy moly, that's going on. And it's like, why didn't that work? I need to try something new. So that's my pattern. You know, go, oh, it's a devilish pattern. What's your pattern? So I've worked with lots of people, obviously, and it's about hitting the pattern, and that's what you're not going to get sitting on the sofa. Don't sit on the sofa because that's where theory resides, and action doesn't happen on the sofa. You have to get up and get into action. And I don't. Well, yeah, I do mean that literally. It's anything. I'm just looking at the exercise bar. So you know, you don't get fit reading the Get Fit book. You get fit by reading the Get Fit book, understanding what you're going to do, what the approach is going to be, and then taking action on it. Do you not? If you see my point, there it is. So by getting up there and hitting it, and you know, and how many of us go, oh, I can't do that. That's too hard. Oh, I can't. I need something. Let's look at the book. I need another exercise because that was too difficult. You know. I had my son here, both sons and both girls here over the weekend. It was like, but the boys were talking about exercise, and the eldest one was saying about, you know, after a little while of travelling, then he came back and got into exercise. It took about a month before his body kind of acclimatised to it. And he's young, you know, so his aching body for about a month. And it was like, well, yeah, maybe that's how just long it took because he was piling it on probably and probably doing too much, but doing enough to, anyway, all that sort of stuff. How many of us hit that point and then go, oh, it's just too much? Because in your theory aspect, in the theoretical world, you didn't have that pain, you didn't have that hardship, that difficulty, and you know, and that's when the mother of all beliefs kick in and kick you out of that action, get you back onto the sofa, and let's think of a better plan because that didn't work. That didn't work, and I'm not being facetious about you doing exercise. I'm talking about you doing anything, me doing anything. Other friends and people I've worked with, and doing things, buying something at a big purchase. You know, you buy a big purchase. Maybe you could do it as a house. Maybe a house is something significant, less than a house, but something significant. That that's when you can doubt yourself and say I'm not worthy. But then also all the other things can creep in, and I've helped people where it's like going, what's going on here? Because it's just me. You lay the cards out and say, when all the cards align, is this right? Cards align? Yeah. When I've got all these cards aligned, then I'm going to go ahead and do it. Then that'll be green light, go. Then I'll buy it. So then you get all the lines, cards aligned. You think, right, why isn't this happening? And then they go, I haven't got that card. For example, I'm using an analogy, obviously. And it's like, just a minute, you just a minute. There's mutiny here. There's sabotage. There's self-sabotage going on. What is the self-sabotage? And of course, I'm with my coaching, it's like reflecting it back. What's going on? What do you see? What do you see? Where's that come from? Where's that? So I have to do the digging. I don't have to, but I enjoy doing the digging to find out what's going on. And if I could be bothered to get can I be bothered to get? Yeah, here it is. It's like, oh, how curious! What's going on? Ooh, I like the investigation, the light curiosity, keeping it fun, keeping it in humour is really important there. Otherwise, we get significantly attached to all these patterns. And then if you can keep it light and curious enough, it's like, oh, it's from my past because of my parent, because of that, and I was told that, and I believe that, and it's like, oh Christ, that's why I've been delaying this. That's why I've been putting this off too much. This is why I've given up too quickly. This is why I've, the whole pattern of self-sabotage because of some crappy belief in here. But it's only when you get off the bloody sofa and put yourself into action, test out this theoretical knowledge that you have, that you hit the bumps and the difficulty and the pain, the physical pain of doing the exercise. It's only when you get into action and push yourself forward that you realise where you're trying to hold yourself back. Does that make sense? So like, when everything is, it's like you're making excuses for yourself, and it's like, oh crap. Oh, and I know this about myself in the business. It's like, oh God, it's going to fail. It's like, oh no, that didn't work. It's like, so I'll busy myself thinking that's productive. And it's like, oh God, what I need to do is stick with this and push myself through the barrier of failure, failure, failure. It's not abject failure. It's a notification, sorry. And that's moving forward, but learning the bits that you didn't know in your imagination and in the theory, which isn't real. Does that make sense? So important. So you must move forward. You can't change from the comfort of your sofa. Do you get that? You cannot. But equally, it's a scary thing to get up off the sofa, but it's a scary thing not to and think that you can change. So, Einstein's quote, you can't get a different outcome if you're doing the same thing. So taking action, apply the learning, the theory here, and apply the learning in action, in action rather than inaction. I like that. So you need to be in action rather than inactive. In action. Yeah, you got me. So my invitation to you is, how long are we doing? 7 minutes. Oh, that's quite quick. So my invitation to you is to choose what you're going to do and when you're going to get up off the sofa, metaphorically speaking, what action you're going to take, which will test this theory about not just, I'm going to wash up, I don't need to, it's over there, but not something that you know how to do, but something that's going to push your comfort zone. That's the metaphor of the sofa. So, choose something that is going to push you. So, right, I'm going to contact these people that I've never contacted before, and I need to get my message across, and I'm going to do that. And this is something I'm going to do. It's like, right, okay, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that until I fail at doing that enough times that I've learned to do it, that it actually works, and it's like, boom, I've broken through that. Rather than giving up and go, oh, it wasn't working, I need to do something else. What do you need to do? You need to notice, know what you're going to do, and then be able to notice where you're sabotaging yourself. Sometimes that's quite difficult. Sometimes that's why accountability is so important. So my invitation to you is, let me be accountability partner with you. Let me know what you're going to do when. Let's play this game of, right, okay, if you're going to do that, when, let me hold you accountable. I'll write it down. I'll follow you up. I'll poke and prompt you. Let's be accountable. Let me be accountable by you verbalizing it. You're committing to do it. Choose something. What are you going to do that's going to get you up off that sofa? Get this inaction into action, and get you learning about what you need to refine, what you need to work on in order for something to work. Change will happen. That's an awesome thing, and I look forward to hearing from you. That's a bonus. You don't have to. From you, what you're going to do, what you're going to put in action, and when. Not just would like to, could do, should do, want to. When. Get off that sofa. It's a cool thing, and that's where learning happens. Absolutely happens. from pushing your comfort zone. So I know you know that, but do share this. Do help somebody else get out of that. See their patterns. See their self-sabotage. It's an important thing. Lots of love to you. Hope you're well. I hope you have an awesome day. Rest of the day. Speak to you soon. All right. Bye bye.